Hello everyone, Carson here back on Sudoku on New York Times. Today is February 23rd, 2024. Let's start today's hard Sudoku. Okay, these sevens, they force the digit 7 into this cell for block 2. And 7 in block 5 is forced into this cell. Now, this 7 points left, this 7 points down. That forces the digit 7 to go in column 2 for block 4, and these 7s point down. Oh, this 7 points down and the 7 points right. So that forces the digit 7 into row 7 for block 9, which eliminates 7s from all the other cells in the same row, which means that there's only one available cell for 7 in block 7 left, which is this cell. So I can place the 7 in this cell for block 7. Alright. So I think that's about it for 7s. These 9s point up. Actually, let's do these 9s first. These 9s, they directly forced the digit 9 into this cell for block 1, and then into this cell for block 2. And then these 9s point right to force the digit 9 into this cell for block 9, and then for the whole puzzle, on the whole board, we got 9s in like this or like this in blocks 3 and 6. Okay, these 3s point left. This also sees 3. So the digit 3 in block 1 goes in this cell, and in block 5 goes in this cell. These 3s point down. And I'm not going to mark it for blocks 7 and 8. But this cell, these two cells in block 1 see another 4, and 4 still needs to go in block 1, so 4 was forced into this cell for block 1, and okay, this 4 points right, this 4 points down. So that means in block 9, the digit 4 has to go in row 9. These 4s point left, the cell sees 4. So the digit 4 is forced into this cell for block 7. 4 goes in one of these two cells for block 5. Oh, and these two cells. These two open cells left. In block 1, they are for 6 and 8. That means these two cells down here are for 1 and 2. Okay. Okay. This 5 points down and this 5 points right. That forces the digit 5 into row 8 for block 8. 5 goes in one of these two cells for block 4. And these 5s point right to force 5 into one of these two cells for block 3. Okay, so this 8 points left. So that means in block 5, the digit 8 has to go in row 5, and these 8s point left. The cell sees the 6, it sees the 8 from the 6-8 pair up here, so in block 4, the digit 8 is forced into this cell. In column 6. Oh, wow, actually, I missed this 5 earlier. So actually, in block 8, the digit 5 is forced into this cell. In column 6, the digits that go into the 3 open cells are 2, 6, and 8, where the cell sees 2. In row 8, The digits that go in the open cells are 1, 6, and 8. Oh wait, no, it's not 1, 6, or 8. Somehow, when I was looking at column 6, I missed this 6 right here. So actually, 2, 6, and 8 go in these 3 cells, and this cell sees both 2 and 6. So this cell, it must be an 8 because it sees every other digit. So it must be an 8, because it literally can't be anything else. Alright. So that leaves a 2, 6 pair in column 6, which means these two cells are 4, 1, and 3, but this cell sees 3. So row 8 is now done. This one resolves this pair, and in block 7, 3, 6, and 8 are the digits that go in the cells. These two cells see 8, so 8 in block 7 has to go here. These two cells are 4, 3, and 6. These two open cells left for column 2 are 4, 6, and 7. These two cells are 4, 2, and 5. Alright. These 3 cells, they are 4, 1, 2, and 6, where 2 must go in one of these two cells, 1 in one of these two cells. 6 is not really that restricted. Oh, that does mean in block 2, the digit 1 goes in one of these two cells. These ones point right. Oh, and okay, just now I saw the 8. In block 9, it goes in one of these two cells. Okay, these two cells, well, one of them is a 2, but the cell sees 2, so 2 has to go here for this row. And for this row, we know that this cell must contain a 6. These 6s point up. These 2s point up, this cell sees 2, so the digit 2 in block 3 is forced into this cell. Sorry, this is a 2. And digit 2 goes into one of these two cells for block 2. Okay, maybe I should find some more restricted cells. So these 4 open cells for row 3, the digits that go in the cells are 4, 6, 8, and 9. This sees 9, so it's 4, 6, 8. This cell sees 9, so it's 4, 6, 8. This cell sees 4 and 6, so it must be 8 or 9. This cell sees 6 and 8, so it must be 4 or 9. What about row 2? In row 2, 1, 4, 6, and 8 are the digits that go in the cells. This cell sees 6 and 8, so it must be either 1 and 4. I think this can be all from 1, 4, 6, and 8. Same for this cell, I think. So, don't know if there's any point in marking them down. Let's look at row 1. Let me just double check whether, apart from this cell, whether the other cells are with the correct markings. Okay, so 1, 2, 5, 6, and 8 are the digits that go in the cells. No, this is gonna be 1, 2, 6, or 8. Of course, this is 2 or 6. 1, 2, 5, 6, 8. I guess 1 can go in this cell. I don't see why 8 can't go in the cell. Yeah, 1, 2, 5, 6, 8. C is 2, 6, 8, so it must be 1 of 5 only. Okay, you know what? I'll just fill in these cells. Alright, so 2 and 6 are still missing. So they go like this. 5 and 7 are still missing from block 6, so this can't. I think it's just this cell, can't be 7. What about in block 9? Is it worth marking? This cell? I mean, I haven't marked any digit into this cell yet. So this cell sees 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, and also 7. There we go. So this cell does not see 1, sees 2, 3, 4, does not see 5, sees 6, 7, 8, and 9. So the only digits that this cell do not see are 1 or 5. 1 and 5 only. So in column 7, both of these two cells can only contain 1 and 5. Alright, so it's either 1, 5 like this, or 5, 1 like this. It's either or, and no other digits can go in these two cells, so these two cells form a 1, 5 pair and eliminate 1 and 5 from all other open cells in the same column. So that means this cell cannot contain 1 or 5. So that leaves just 6 or 8 for the cell, which further, again, creates another pair. Oh, sorry, voice crack. Sorry. So that causes, that forms a 6-8 pair in row 1 with the same logic as this pair. So the 6-8 pair eliminates all 6s and 8s in other open cells in the same row. So these can't be 6 or 8, and most importantly, the cell cannot be a 6. So now if it eliminates the 6 from this cell, I can finally place the 2 here and get column 6 done. And now the 6 causes this to be a 1, 2. The 6 causes, so yeah, it's just all of a sudden, column 6, block 8, block 7 are done. Alright, that's nice. Now in block 9, 3 is forced into this cell, and then the 7 goes here, and then this cell is a 5, which does make this a 1. Okay, one thing I've noticed that After I found this 1, 5 pair, 1, the digit 1 is eliminated from this cell. And this 1 also points right, so that forces the digit 1 into column 9 for block 3. Actually, there's something more direct than this. These 5s point right, and this cell, of course, 5 is eliminated from this cell because of the 1, 5 pair, so that places the 5 into this cell, and then the 1. Alright, so these 1s point down, so that places the 1 here. Sorry. Yeah. And block 9 is done. This 4 causes this to be a 9 and 7 here. Okay, and this 7 is... Okay, makes this a 5 and 9 like this. This 7. Alright, 6 and 7. This 5. Okay, block 4 is done. This cell sees 2. Okay, this cell for this column is 8, 6 and 4 like this. Makes this a 6. Alright, and this Sudoku puzzle is just done like this.